All right, everyone, we're going to go over the my Máquina Strength Meal Prep Secrets product, and I'm going to teach you how to use MyFitnessPal with it, right? So how to use it correctly. I'm going to use one of my clients as an example that I prepped this for today. So we went over how to use the meal prep secrets, the all the numbers, how to calculate them, and how to insert them into MyFitnessPal in order to create her nutrition plan. So the idea behind meal prep secrets, it's that all the macros, everything is taken care of. All you have to do is find how much food you need to eat, and then you decide how many meals you want to eat. Make sure that you have your food scale because it's based on food scale. The only way you're gonna really increase your chances of following a proper nutrition plan is by knowing what you're eating. If you don't know what you're eating, if you're trying to guess and trying to use the fists and the hands and the fingers and the deck of cards, you're gonna fail. Plain and simple. You're not gonna get it. So the idea is to use legit, concrete numbers, real numbers that you can actually measure to, maximize your success. So the first thing we're gonna do, right, is that I want you to grab a spreadsheet. I want you to use a notebook, whatever you have to use to write down your official numbers for whatever purpose it is that you have. So if you have the Meal Prep Secrets product, then you're gonna have access to a chart. And let's go to the chart. And this is the chart right here. I'm gonna blur it, okay, because I don't want to reveal all my secrets. But the idea of this chart is that you're gonna have your height. You're gonna it's a total food quantities for maintenance BMR. So BMR, basal metabolic rate, means that that's the amount of calories you need to eat doing just normal everyday activities. Does not include exercise. So if you eat BMR calories and you exercise, you're gonna lose weight because you're basically creating a deficit since you're going to burn more than what you consume. Okay. So the first row right here, that yellow row, I'm sorry, the yellow column is the height. So you choose whatever height you are, and then you're gonna scroll to the right and you're gonna choose all your numbers. So you're gonna see your ideal weight for an athletic body. Because remember, I have different body types for the purpose of meal prep secrets. I only have three. I have normal, athletic muscular, and then you're gonna have your different food types. So you have low fat carbs, lean protein, fats, and calories. And the, it's very simple, but like it can get a little bit complicated. Which is, listen, man, if it's complicated with me doing this, imagine people who don't have this product, people who are just guessing their way through everything. There's no way they know what's going on, what's going inside their body, so they have no idea how many calories they're eating. They don't know anything. So this is why I'm making this video. This is why I made this product. So one thing I want you to understand that these calories, so you have the at the end you have the calories intake. It includes one egg for women and two eggs for men. So I'll show you how to input all this. All right. So the next step, right, is number one. So we're gonna go and we're gonna see the example. So my client, she's 5'4". She wants an athletic body. She's a female. So according to the chart, so we go to the chart and we scroll down on the that left column, and we go. She's 5'4". If you scroll to the right, you're gonna see her ideal weight. It's 130 pounds. So I'm gonna put that in my notes. She needs to eat 17.8 ounces of carbs, 23.7 ounces of lean protein, and 2.2 ounces of fats. Okay. Now, one thing I do want you to put on MyFitnessPal is you're going to put your ideal weight. So don't put your current weight when you use MyFitnessPal. Use your ideal weight, ideal body weight. On my getting a shape decoded product, I show you how to calculate calories. I show you how to choose your ideal physique, how to calculate your macros. I teach you all these things. On that lesson number two, I tell you about the ideal metabolic rate versus the current metabolic rate, and then I also go through. I believe on the last lesson, I believe it was lesson six, tell you how to choose which BMR you're gonna follow because there comes a point in time where if you are like 100 pounds overweight or more, eating for your ideal body is going to be too much. It's gonna be too aggressive, and so you might have to like instead of like um, making your ideal weight, whatever it is. Let's say, for example, my client right now. She's her ideal body weight is 130 pounds, but let's say she was 230 pounds. So her BMR is gonna be somewhere around 2,200 calories at this moment, maybe even 2,300, maybe more. All right, that's more than 1,000 calorie deficit if she exercises. And honestly, I don't want people to be in a 1,000 calorie deficit. I want you to stay anywhere between 500 to 800 calorie deficit maximum. 800 is like already very aggressive if you're working out 5, 6 times a week. And so I would want you to go and find you're gonna use your current BMR and subtract 5 to 800 calories. That's gonna be your target for calories. Again, you have to go through getting in shape decoded to understand what I'm talking about. But this is an example of someone who's not that far away from their goal. They're like maybe 20, 30 pounds up to 40 pounds overweight. And so, all right, so we're gonna go through this, and now we're gonna go through how I broke it down for her. So she told me she wants to eat 5 meals. Okay, all right. So in an entire day, she needs to eat 17.8 ounces of carbs, 23.7 ounces of protein, 2.2 ounces of fats, for a total of 1,467 calories. Carbs, most of the time, let's say carbs and some foods, they're gonna be in grams. When you go on MyFitnessPal, they're gonna be in grams. It's gonna be the easiest way for you to like understand what just weigh your food, because you can do the grams or you can do ounces. And so if you want to convert ounces to grams, you multiply times 28.8. That's gonna give you grams. So 70.8 ounces equals 512 grams of carbs. All right. So again, she wants to eat 5 meals. So we go to the calculator. All right. The first thing we're gonna input in MyFitnessPal is gonna be the protein, because that's the one number that does not change. I do not want you to mess around with this number. This is exactly what you're gonna hit, and that way you can, even if you eat like foods that are not, let's say you eat proteins that are not super lean, you can always adjust the carbs and the fats to hit your target numbers. Okay. Now another thing, again, when you sign up for MyFitnessPal, you don't need the paid version. You can just have the free version, and just go ahead and fill everything out. Put your ideal weight, and then when you're going to when I ask you, do you want to lose weight, gain weight, whatever, just put maintenance. You want to be in maintenance, and you're gonna put your ideal body weight if that's the situation. So unless you took Getting in Shape Decoded, unless you're using that product and you went through it and you have to do your current weight, you're gonna put your ideal body weight. All right, and don't worry about how many calories they tell you to eat. Just don't worry about that. But put your ideal body weight, and then you're going to put 20% as fats, and then you can put 40% 40% for carbs, and protein. Doesn't really matter because they're both equivalent in terms of calories per gram. So you could just put 40-40. So your ratios, your percentages for macros on MyFitnessPal, and guys, please figure this out. It's not that hard. Just go to the settings and change your macros, etc. You can even change your calories and put exactly what I'm telling you to eat, so you can be more exact. But MyFitnessPal with my formulas, they're very similar. They're not that off, but it gives you an idea. Again, it doesn't have to be perfect. None of this has to be perfect. Just do something, right? And get as close as you can to everything. You can be off by 10, 20 calories. You can be off by 10, 20 grams of whatever, etc. Like, does not have to be perfect. So you're gonna put 20%. You're gonna put your ideal body weight as your target weight. You're gonna eat for maintenance, and in your macro breakdown, you're gonna put 20, 40, 40. 20% for fats, 40 for protein, 40 for carbs. Because what we want to do is we want to make sure that we don't exceed 20% fats when we make adjustments. All right. So again, so she wants to eat 5 meals. So we divide 500, let's say 23.7, because we're gonna start with protein, right? So 23.7, and we divide that by 5 meals. That's 4.7 per meal. So we go to MyFitnessPal. So this is the example I did for her. And so she's gonna eat. Well, I'm gonna put the egg already because she's gonna eat one egg. She can eat it for breakfast. She can eat it whatever. As long as you eat one egg a day. For women, 2 eggs for men. Um, Unless you get your cholesterol from another source, that's up to you. Again, everybody has a specific way to do things or different situations. So I highly suggest that you speak to your nutritionist, to your doctor, to your physician. Right? I'm a fitness nutrition specialist through NASM, and so I'm giving you my my approach to nutrition. So we're gonna put here 4.7 ounces of chicken. Then she's like, Carlos, I want to eat steak. Steak is not so lean. So if you look at the steak, right, in MyFitnessPal, the split is 52-44. All right. So 52-44, and I told you that I need you to be, all right, so 80-20, 80% protein, 20% fat. So it's completely not lean, but she wants to eat it. We're going to put 4.7. That's okay. Let's put 4.7. I'm fine with that. Okay. So she's going to eat 4.7. She's going to have roast beef, 4.7, salmon, 4.7. And I'm putting a variety of things, guys, so that you understand that we can play around with the numbers, right? And then she's gonna eat chicken again, 4.7 on her fifth meal. This is just an example, right? You could put anything else. You could put broiled chicken. It's up to you, but just know that the more fats you eat, you gotta take that into consideration when you have your final totals. So, so we got 5 meals, 4.7, 4.7, 4.7, 4.7, 4.7. Okay. The next thing we're gonna do, we're gonna add the eggs. She's a female, she's gonna eat one egg. And now we're gonna start adding all the carbs. All right, so for carbs, so now automatically when I add these numbers, the calories are gonna be higher because she is eating a higher fat protein source. So her calories are gonna go up. So they're gonna be higher than what's on here, this calorie, that last column that's shown for calories, right? And so we said that for carbs, it's 512 grams. So 512 grams divided by 5, she's supposed to be 102 grams per meal. Right, 102. So we're going to go to MyFitnessPal, and we're going to put here 102 for meal 1. Then we're going to eat roast potatoes oven baked, 102, right? This is a carb. Then she wants to eat pancakes. All right, let's go, 102. Okay, still low fat. Okay, so we're going to put 102. We're going to eat rice again, so 102. And we're going to eat potatoes again, 102. And again, it could be any source of carbs. All right. And we haven't added the snacks yet. So right now, without snacks, she's at 1569. So, and again, she needs to be at 14. Okay, so let's go back to the notes. She needs to be at 1467. So she's already about 100 calories over. All right, at 1469. Now, automatically right here, I know that one of two things. She has to she's not gonna add a fat source, the 2.2 ounces of fats. She's either not gonna add them, or she has to make an adjustment on the carbs if she wants to eat fats, extra fats. If we scroll all the way down, you're gonna see here at the bottom, you're gonna see this thing that says nutrition. I see that little button that says nutrition. We're gonna click on that button, and then you see on the top column it says calories, nutrients, macros. We're gonna click on macros. All right. So now these are my numbers because we're using MyFitnessPal, right, as my numbers. But you can see that right now her total breakdown is not the goal, right? Her total breakdown right now is 24% fats. So we can still reduce those fats a little bit, but she's already over. So she can just keep her diet as is, right? As it is right now. Actually, she would have to eat less protein, less carbs. She would have to eat less carbs in order to hit that 1467. So um, it will leave it as is right now. She doesn't add any more fat. She's like, okay, I'm not gonna eat fat. So then we're gonna have to lower this. So let's say, for example, meal 1, she's like, she's gonna make it a little bit smaller. So let's say she's gonna eat 75 grams of carbs. That puts it at 1537. Let's say that the next meal she's gonna also eat 75 grams of carbs. That puts her at 500. All right, and we need to be at 1467. So let's say the pancakes. Let's say she wants to eat her 102 grams of pancakes, and she's gonna eat 75 grams over here, and that's 1467. Man, we are on the money. So see, this is food, not the goal. We don't care about the goal. We care about the food. 1467, and that's exactly what she needs to be. So this is going to be her meal plan. She doesn't need to make any more changes here. All right. If this is what she's going to eat on a daily basis. And then, but let's say she wants to eat a snack. Let's say she wants to have ice cream. Let's just choose any ice cream. Let's say Breyers. Or, yeah, Breyers Snickers ice cream. And she wants to eat a half a cup. So she's going to eat one serving, half a cup. That's 150 calories. All right. Now she's at 16, 17. So that means that we have to make adjustments in order to bring this down. So what's the only adjustment we can make? The carbs, okay? Because or the fats if she was eating any fats, but she's not eating any extra fats. So we're not going to touch the protein. We got to reduce the carbs. So now we're going to go and we got to reduce this to 50. Let's say she's going to eat 50 grams of carbs, right? 50, 50. She's going to have to reduce her pancakes a little bit. So let's say she eats 75 grams, 15, 15. And then we're going to go 50. So now all her meals are going to be 50 at 1485, just a little bit more. All right. So we're going to eat 50 here. Actually, a little bit too much. So, but now, so now it's at 14. So we can go back to the pancakes because she loves pancakes. She wants to eat 100 grams of pancakes. Right, that puts her at 1450. She can eat 105 or 102, right? 105. 1457. She's got 10 more calories to go. All right, so we're going to eat 110. All right, so that's 1464. That's close enough. 1464. She's going to eat 110 grams of pancakes. She's going to have her ice cream. She's going to have 50 grams, right, of carbs and 4.7 ounces of protein. Right, so then when we look at the macros at the end, she's at 27% fats, 97 grams of carbs, 162 grams of protein. The minimum amount of protein she needs to eat is 128. But again, remember, a lot of like the carbs are going to have proteins that you're not really consuming, right? They're not complete protein. So a lot of people say, oh, broccoli has more protein per gram or per ounce than steak. Okay, yes, that might be true, maybe. Okay, I don't remember exact numbers, but it's an incomplete protein. So we're looking for complete proteins. So unless you're mixing it with something else that converts that incomplete protein into a complete protein, it makes no difference, right? So a lot of times you're gonna have incomplete proteins added here. So it says 162, but more than likely she's getting her 120, 130 grams of complete protein. Okay, so I want you guys to understand that. All right. So if she's gonna eat her snack, right, her ice cream, right, and then she made the adjustments everywhere else, and she's gonna eat this every day, right? So let's say this is today. Let's say she wants to eat the same thing tomorrow. So tomorrow comes along, and what she can do is she can copy from the day before. So let's say, for example, we go to tomorrow, right? We can copy from date, right? Copy from date, and we can copy from today. So today, or from yesterday, depending on which food you wanna eat from, right? So she's gonna copy from today. If it is tomorrow, so you put the little check mark, and look. So tomorrow, that's already included, and you can do this for all of them, so that way you're consistent with all your foods. So let's go through this. All right, so let's go through this. So let's say that we're gonna go, and also on the same one, we can go here, copy two dates. We can copy two dates. We can copy two tomorrow. Okay. Again, meal one, we can copy to date to tomorrow. All right. And so on. So we got breakfast, pre-workout. We don't have a post-workout because, right. And you can label your foods however you want. And this is mine. I did this for her. So, my numbers. This is my setting. So you will have meal one, meal two, meal three, meal four, meal five. It's up to you how you want to label your foods. This is how I label mine because it's exactly how I eat. All right. So then we have meal two. We have we're not gonna put the snack because remember sometimes you eat something different. So we're gonna add meal two, copy to date to tomorrow. All right. So that's 13, 14. So now I add snack. Let's say for example, as a snack. So now today she doesn't want to eat ice cream, right? She wants to eat a brownie. Let's say so a protein brownie. So she wants to eat a brownie. That's 205 calories. So now you're at 15, 19. All right, so now I have to make some adjustments so I can get back to 1467. That's the pancakes are gonna have to suffer a little bit. Let's say we go 100 grams. That's 1505. So we gotta go a little bit less. So 90 grams. That's 1491. We gotta eat a little bit less. Let's go 80 grams. That's 1477. So you know what? That's so close. It's only 10 calories. She could just do that, or she could eat a little bit more, a little bit less, sorry, and eat, let's say, 70 grams. That's 1463. She can eat anywhere between 70 to 80 grams of pancakes, and you'll be okay as long as you exercise. All right, so that's tomorrow. Then we look at the profile. Now she's at 28% fats. Okay, and same thing with those with meats, right? So it says, for example, instead of she like, you know what, instead of eating steak, right, a beef sirloin steak, which is high in fats, they say we're gonna delete that, and instead we're gonna eat something lean. Let's say that she's gonna eat, let's say, let's say it isn't even that lean. Let's say she's gonna eat ground turkey. So we're gonna put here ground turkey, and then you can look this up on MyFitnessPal. So we're gonna put ground turkey, right? And you can put here ground turkey cooked, right? And it said we need 4.7, right? So we need 4.7. We're gonna change this to, um, it doesn't have the option for us to use 1 ounce, so we're gonna have to leave the unit, the serving size at 3 ounces. So 4.2 is about 1.4, is it? Right? 1.4 servings, right? So we go over here, that's four exactly, 4.2. Oh no, we need 4.7. All right, I made a mistake. 4.7 is about 1.5, almost 1.6. So let's say 1.6 is gonna be 4.8. Okay. So 4.8. So now we're at 1492. All right. So something's got to give, right? So it might be the pancakes, or we can eat less. We can eat less carbs. But it seems like, we're already eating only 50 grams of carbs, so we're gonna have to suffer with the pancakes. So she's gonna have to go down to 50 grams of pancakes. That puts her at 1464. Boom, hit her numbers. So you guys can see how easy it is once you know your numbers. Once you you play around with things, and you have your food scale, right? So now the only thing you need to do is learn how to use the food scale. Once you learn how to use the food scale, you're ready to go. You got nothing else to worry about. Um, and I think that's it for this video. Now you know how to use MyFitnessPal, and basically go out there. If you haven't purchased my product, the Meal Prep Secrets, buy it, because you're gonna have all these charts for 3 different body types. And if you need something more customized, I highly suggest you get my private services, my private online service, so I can customize this for you and customize everything for you. We can go on a phone call, and I can help you out, set this up. But it can't get any easier than this. All right. And this way you're always gonna know. So for my client, right? This is the program that she has to follow. This is how she has to follow her diet. And if she exercises, her body's gonna naturally drop to 130 pounds. And as long as she keeps training like an athlete, her body's gonna naturally form itself into that body type. Okay. And if at any time she feels hungry or whatever, then she can eat a little bit more. The more she exercises, the bigger the calorie deficit, the faster she's gonna lose weight. And my rule of thumb is you always want to eat at the very minimum your ideal body weight calories. So for her, it's 1467. She cannot eat less than this, because if she eats less than this, then she's gonna be eating like a smaller person. She doesn't want to be a smaller person. She wants to be an athletic person. All right, so this is her ideal body type. You want to eat and train like as if you had your ideal body type. And if you're more than 100 pounds over, you're gonna slowly have an ideal body weight. You're gonna reduce your ideal body weight little by little. You start if you're like 300 pounds, you start eating like a 270-pound person. Then you go to 240. Then you go to 210. Then you go to 180 until you reach your ideal body weight. Again, if you have any questions, go to my Instagram and ask me questions on there, and I'll answer them whenever I can. Basic questions. But again, if you haven't bought my Getting in Shape Decoded product, it's in the description. It's in the link on my YouTube videos. It's on the link in my Instagrams, Máquina Strength or Fitness_adaptations. Check it out, and get your products, man, and change your life. All right. So and again, if you need my private services, either DM me directly, or you can once you join using my link, you can purchase private sessions, or you can purchase my customized services in the members area. All right. Thank you for watching. I hope this helps, and good luck. Thank you for your support, and we'll talk another time. Bye bye.